We are joined now by Secretary Sean Duffy. I am headed to D.C. a little bit later this afternoon for the big event at the Kennedy Center tomorrow. With the World Cup coming to the United States, it is going to be an incredible scene. I know there are many different things that you are working on a variety of different arenas every single day, but this is a fun one. Secretary Sean Duffy with us right now. What should we know about this big event that is starting in June and will officially be laid out bracket style to a large extent tomorrow?
So first off, I imagine you're flying here, you're not driving, so hopefully your flight is going to be not delayed, on time. You're going to be, perfect airtime.
Yes.
I can't control the weather, but beyond that, hopefully you're in a good place. Listen, so this is exciting. So tomorrow we'll have thousands of people, including yourself, at the Kennedy Center. I'm going to be there as well. But 1 billion people tune in for the draw around the world to see, what team is going to play, what team where. It's going to be, fantastic. Donald Trump is going to be there. The president of Mexico is going to be there as well. So that's really exciting. And as we look to the summer, again, we're celebrating America's 250th birthday. Exciting. And the World Cup is going to come. There'll be 11 million people that fly into the country to watch the games. And again, from my perspective, why is DOT involved? Well, we're one of the most important aspects. So not only welcoming, foreign travelers into the country, working with Kristi Noem and Marco Rubio to make it a seamless experience, but then they're flying between host cities, they're taking trains, buses, and then in the cities, making sure the transit actually works. Buses, rail cars, tracks, to make sure that we get all of these spectators into the facilities and then back out again, do it safely, do it seamlessly. This is our opportunity to showcase America on our great birthday. And so, listen, we've been working for 9 months on this thing to make sure that all of our teams are working together and resources and assets are deployed to make sure it's a great experience for what is going to be a global event.
What kind of money, Secretary Duffy, does this bring into the country? What are some of the estimates about the economic activity and just all of that side of things?
I don't have those numbers, but listen, this is billions of dollars that come in. You fill up hotels, you fill up planes, restaurants, and then there's time between each of the matches. So there's an opportunity for foreigners who might be coming to America for the first time to go out and see our beautiful country. A lot of places to go check out and tour as you're waiting for the next match. So again, many billions of dollars this is going to impact the country, and so it's that part of it's huge. By the way, can I tell you, Donald Trump loves sports, right? Whether he's going to basketball, football, but so not as we have the World Cup going on during the 250th birthday. He has a UFC cage match, first time at the White House, going on as well. So it's going to be a lot of fun, but a huge economic revenue driver for the country. And by the way, so you have people coming in to watch soccer, but who knows how many times they come back to go, this was a great experience in America. And I think here's the problem. We have a lot of people around the world who have said, am I welcome to come to America? They've seen that people have overstayed their visas or they've come here illegally, and we've tried to deport them. We've taken those who haven't come lawfully, we've sent them out. That doesn't mean we don't want people to come. Of course we want people to come. We want them to come the right way and come and visit and come and see all we have to offer, and then follow our rules. And there's a timeline in which they get their visas, and which will be well after the games have ended, and they can head home. But so no, we want people to come.
For people who don't know, and I've been doing my research on this because I turn into a pretty decent soccer fan every 4 years because I'm a big sports fan. There are 104 games, I believe, that are going to be played. We're talking Department of Transportation, Secretary Sean Duffy. The vast majority of those games are going to be played in the United States. And there are now 48 teams that are going to be involved in the World Cup. They've expanded it from 32. Tomorrow, we will find out which of the 12 groups of 4 the United States is in, among other countries. Do you know what President Trump's role is going to be tomorrow? It's taking place at the Kennedy Center. This is in many ways a Trump production. Fox Sports is going to be putting it on. Like you said, I'll be there. There'll be a ton of us there. What do you know about the event tomorrow?
So I'll get to that in a second. But again, there's 16 host cities. 11 are in the United States. We are the main host. And so it's going to be a big production. I'm going as well. I hear it's like red carpet and everyone's coming in, and it's the production value. And by the way, no one produces events like this better than Donald Trump. I think he's maybe a master of ceremonies, going to address the crowd, before the draws happen. And again, he's the most famous person in the world, and to be there lending his name, the presidency, to this great event, I think makes it that much more exciting and interesting. But again, the world tunes in because they're excited to see, what group they're going to be in, who they're going to play, and do I have an easy bracket, a hard bracket? What's my prospects now for my team to prevail in the World Cup? So again, the details. I'm showing up, Buck. You probably know more than I mean, Clay. You know more than I do. I'm coming, but I don't know. I'm bringing my scarf, and I'm going to be there, and I'm going to enjoy the festivities and pick it up like you will.
Secretary Sean Duffy with us now, Secretary of Transportation. And I'm sure this is your favorite question, Mr. Secretary. I'm sure that everywhere you go, when everyone realizes who you are, and they start asking, what's up?
My favorite question is a bad lead up to the.
Oh yeah, no, trust me. So how are we doing with the whole fixing air traffic control and making planes go on time, Mr. Secretary? This is something near and dear to everybody who flies all over the country's heart. And I'm sure people ask you. I'm sure you get asked at the Thanksgiving table. You get asked in the airport when you're flying. What's going on with it?
No, better yet, anyone who has my cell number, when they're delayed, I get a text.
Oh, yeah.
Like, hey, I'm delayed. I'm an hour delayed. Like, come on. I'm like, it's a very special text. Thank you for sending that to me. No, so that I appreciate the question. So I laid out, 6 months ago, how old and antiquated our air traffic control system is. And it is. We're using, some iteration of 1960s, 70s, 80s equipment, software from the 90s. And so I was given $12.5 billion in the big, beautiful bill. It's a big deal. It's a lot of money. I need another $20 billion. But with that $12.5 billion, we've already started. So we have copper. We have to transition to fiber. We've already completed over 30% of those transitions since I got the money from the big, beautiful bill. Now, that doesn't mean because I have fiber, I've switched from analog to digital. That's another step. We're going to announce later today, we're going to pick an integrator that's going to run the whole operation. We'll have one paycheck to write, one throat to choke. The mission is don't break the national airspace, number one. And number two, make sure that you deliver this on time, which is by the end of 2028. So we have a 3-year window, new radios, new radars, new voice switches, and all new telecom. That's the foundation that we build off of. We need a new software system. Once I get the money for that, I'll be able to start developing, debugging, and then deploying it. That's what's going to really change the way the airspace works. And so if you look forward 5-10 years, we're going to double, triple the capacity of the use of our airspace. We have drones, we have these eVTOLs, the Ubers in the air. You might have seen videos of those. More air travel. So
is that really? I got to jump in on this because I just saw something about the Miami Palm Beach corridor, so that really piqued my interest. Are we going to have air taxis on certain routes during this Trump administration's term? Is that going to happen?
100%, 100%. And I think they're safer and quieter and cheaper than a helicopter. So yeah, no, you're going to move people more seamlessly through the airspace with these air taxis, to use that phrase. And yes, the airspace, aviation really hasn't changed in the last 70 years, 80 years. With drone deliveries, you're going to be able to get a hot cup of coffee, your DoorDash, a delivery. If you forgot something at the grocery store or you need medicine, 3.5 to 5 pound deliveries, going to change the way products are delivered. The way we move with these air taxis is fairly inexpensive, and they move seamlessly through the airspace, giving you access from one neighborhood to a city location. Or you look at, again, the east coast of Florida, moving people along that corridor, really, I think, critical, going to change the way that people can live in that part of the country. And then we also have autonomous vehicles on the horizon as well. That's going to change the way people move as well, how they purchase cars, how our systems are safer. And our job is to make sure that, I call it my Goldilocks theory, we can't have regulations that go too fast, because if bad things happen, we get set back. If I go too slow, the innovators will go to places like China and then China will send us Chinese technology, and you don't want Chinese technology on a autonomous vehicle in your drones or in your eVTOLs. They'll gather a ton of information. It's a national security play. So we have to get it just right. The porridge has to be just right, and that's what we're trying to accomplish now. But you're going to see these in the next 3 years. You're going to have access to all of these new opportunities in aviation and in autonomous vehicles. One last thing: boom technology for supersonic flight. It used to be over just water. Technology now will allow you to fly over land, and that boom will ricochet off the atmosphere and not hit the ground, so you can have those fast flights without having windows break somewhere in Missouri.
That's super interesting too, because I've been seeing that they want people remember the Concorde and how quickly you could go from the East Coast to Europe, and it's 4 hours, 5 hours, best case. Now this new boom technology that you're talking about, I've been reading about it. It would theoretically could become standard in the next generation, where you could get to Europe, you could fly across the Atlantic in 4 hours, and it could become much more standard. One question for you as you go out, and we appreciate the time, Department of Transportation, Secretary Sean Duffy with us. Air traffic controllers. There have been a huge story surrounding the number of them, meritocracy, the talents of them. We got a ton of people out there listening right now, kids, grandkids. How many more air traffic controllers do we need? What should people out there who are interested in these jobs and believe they have the talents be doing? And how do we get to the point where we have a depth, so if we get guys who are sick or gals who are sick, we don't have to worry about different airport air traffic areas being shut down, which discombobulates, obviously, travel nationwide?
So give or take, I'm about 2,000 short. I have increased the capacity of throughput in the academy, where we train our air traffic controllers, by 20% this year. I've asked experienced controllers not to retire. I'm paying them 20% upfront cash bonuses to not retire, to stay on the job, to try to close that gap. But if you're 20 years old, you got 2 years of work experience, and you want to be an air traffic controller, you're smart, you can take our entrance exam. And again, sometimes if you're a painter, if you're a mechanic, there's no rhyme or reason of like what makes a good air traffic controller, but we test you for it. You come in, our academy is 4 months. You come out, depending on where you're placed, it could take a year to 3 years to get certified. But these guys are making really good money and doing a really important service to the country. So we're looking for smart young men and women that want to come into this industry. And again, it pays well, and you're providing the safety of the traveling public. So we have a plan to close the gap. Technology can help us too, but you saw what happened during the shutdown, and you had air traffic controllers that weren't being paid, and they were having some hard times putting food on their table. They were driving Uber and waiting tables. I mean, you can't have that. So we have to think through hard problems that the last administration didn't want to take up, they didn't want to consider. There's no hard problem in this department that we aren't grappling with, trying to fix. And by the way, there was no plan to fix this one. We are fixing this and going to make it better for the American people.
Secretary Duffy, look forward to seeing you tomorrow. Should be an awesome event at the Kennedy Center, and appreciate the good work. And everybody out there, you just heard it. There's lots of great jobs, air traffic control, that you can be searching out for those kids and grandkids. Appreciate you, man.
Thanks, gents. Have a good one.
That is Secretary of Transportation Sean Duffy. When we come back, we'll unpack a little bit of what he said, also update you on the FBI and that Venezuela situation, with House Majority Leader Steve Scalise scheduled to join us at the bottom of the hour. But I want to tell you, get those pens ready. We've got Thursday Night Football back underway, and I've got a winner for all of you. George Pickens, more than 77.5 receiving yards. Jahmyr Gibbs, more than 76.5 rushing yards. Josh Allen, more than 228.5 passing yards. Jamar Chase, more than 90.5 rushing yards. That's Josh Allen, Jamar Chase, Jahmyr Gibbs, George Pickens, all more. If we're right on that, it pays out at 5.5x. It makes Thursday Night Football, NFL football, a little bit more entertaining than it otherwise would be. You can play in California. You can play in Texas. You can play in Georgia.